Hey, what's going on, everybody? Movie Phantom here, and yeah, Friday, let's do the Movie Phantom's horror review. Now this week I got kind of a different double feature, if you will. Not really, I mean, I'll get to it. We got Cockneys versus Zombies, and a short film, The Confession of Fred Krueger. So let's get into it. We're going to start off with Cockneys versus Zombies. It is a horror comedy, British, and the basic plot of this is you got these would-be criminals. I don't want to call them would-be criminals. They're going to rob a bank, but they're doing it for the right reason. They're wanting to rob the bank because their granddad, who raised them, because their parents were also robbers or criminals of some sort, were killed in a hell of gunfire, and they're gone. So they were raised by their granddad. Their granddad runs this like a retirement home. So apparently, he doesn't have the money to keep it up or whatever, and the bank's going to take it or whatever. So his two grandkids. Three grandkids, because there's a cousin. There's a brother and sister, and then there's a female cousin, and then they got a couple other people that they're going to go knock a bank off, and then take that money to, save the day. And what happens is, during this, we get a zombie outbreak. And basically, and it just, they open a tomb, like during a construction site, and they open this tomb up, and then the zombies. And that's it. They don't really go into much detail. It's just like, zombies are here. And what I love about this movie is, what you get, okay, a lot of times, that's not really so much of horror comedies, but it seems like with zombie movies, there's just too much of trying to establish the rules that we already know. And that's really bad when you got a vampire movie or a zombie movie, and they're just trying to be like, well, wait a minute. He got bit, and he turned? Oh, what? It's like, no, we already know this shit. We've been watching zombie movies for years. So they don't insult your intelligence that way. I mean, we get into the story, and right off the bat, they know, hey, we're fucking with zombies, and, the story goes on. And I love that. I do like that. The thing with this movie is, it's really hard not to compare this to not just Zombieland, but mainly Shaun the Dead, because they are both British, and they're zombie comedies. And that's bad because there is no comparison. Shaun the Dead is damn near a perfect movie. And I'm not just saying perfect, horror comedy. I'm talking about just perfect in general. I mean, it's one of my favorite movies of all time, period. So it's really hard to try to even compare these two movies. So I'm going to say don't. You're going to want to. You're going to want to right off the bat. Don't. Watch this for what it is. And it's a very enjoyable, entertaining flick. Not everything's as funny, but there is some high moments. There's a moment where, because what happens is, it essentially kind of breaks into two different stories, because you got the bank robbers dealing with the zombie apocalypse, but then you also got the granddad and the residents of the old folks home also under siege from the zombies. And of course it essentially becomes, they have to go back to rescue them. And there is a sequence where there's an old man who, he gets left outside, like while the zombie apocalypse is happening, but they don't mess with him because he's sleeping. He's asleep. And when he wakes up, they're like, hurry up and get in the house, and he turns around, there's zombies after him, but he's so old, he's just kind of trying to get away, but the zombies are slow as well. So you got this very slow chase going on, but the music kicks into like this high octane, fast-paced, thrilling kind of, dun, 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 and of course the whole time they're just going like, he's got his walker, and of course the zombies just kind of shuffling along. It's funny as shit. Delivers on the gore, the comedy. I don't want to say too much because it did come out in 2012, so I don't want to. It is on Netflix, and I would say check it out. So, Cockneys versus Zombies. Now, the next one. This is actually Simon. Simon watched it, and he's like talking about the Confession of Fred Krueger. He's like, he watched it, and he goes, you know what? You should check this out, and you should actually do a review on it. I was like, I think I will. So, here we go. It's a short film called The Confession of Fred Krueger, and you can actually find it right here on YouTube. It's a short, and I don't want, when you say fan film, it does kind of like put this negative, because it's like, it's clearly just a bunch of kids getting together and filming, and it's not. I mean, I guess, essentially it is, yes, a fan film, but it's got decent production values, and it's got good acting in it. So, it's a step above what I would say a fan film. But it premiered at the Whorehound Horror Convention in Indianapolis, Indiana, and excuse me. and huge hit. Like right off the bat, people watched it and loved it. And I mean, it got a shitload of views here on YouTube and everything else. And once again, it's kind of hard to review a short. It's like 30 minutes. But it's kind of hard to review. Not just a short that's, new, because it did come out this year, or sorry, last year. But it's also, but it's short, so you can't really give a whole lot away without giving anything away. But basically the premise is, this is, the cops have apprehended Freddy Krueger. And this is before, of course, he gets horribly scarred and burned and killed, and then becomes the Dream Master he would become. And so it's just him in this interrogation room, and just kind of detailing his past and some of the children that he murdered. And really, I love the concept of that. And in all honesty, I kind of hate the fact that it is a fan film, because I would love to see, I mean, I think the actor did a pretty good job of playing Fred Krueger. I think if you were to make this a bigger adaptation, I would probably recast it. Not Jackie Earl Haley. But what the hell is that? What's going on over there? Got like a poltergeist or something. Anyways, but no, the concept of this is great. Like, I love the, I guess the prequel, if you will, a prequel to the, what would, come. I just thought it was a very smart, fun watch right here. Now, I'm not gonna lie, it is. Keep trying to get away from the fan. It's an ultra low budget, thing now. And you can just tell by, the sets and, some of the other acting. I think the guy Freddy does a pretty good job, and even the detective that's interrogating him, he does a decent job. But once again, I think if you were to take this and expand it into a feature-length film, I would definitely recast. And it's nothing against those guys personally. I just think that you could probably get somebody better. But in all honesty, I'm like, we have nothing new. Like, all my favorite horror heroes are like missing in action right now. Friday the 13th keeps getting, pushed back. Halloween keeps getting pushed back. Where the fuck's, Nightmare on Elm Street? So I'm like, why not? Like, I would just take a chance and do something like this. This would be the next logical step right here. But yeah, no, like that's about, as much as reviewer got me. I really enjoyed it for a short film. It's, excellent. Like I said, 30 minutes. It's the sign of a good short film is when you want more. When you watch a short and you're like, damn, this is good. Like, there should be more of this. That's when you know you got a really good short on your hands. And I think this is a really good one. It left me wanting more. I thought the concept was really good. I love the way it ends. Yeah, just overall, big thumbs up and everything. So yeah, I recommend checking it out. It's here on YouTube. It's the Confession of Fred Krueger. And yeah, give it a look. So, all right, guys, kind of a short review this week, but that's what you get. You get new releases. I don't go too in depth on them. So, all right. So, Cockneys versus Zombies, thumbs up. The Confession of Fred Krueger, big thumbs up. So, yeah, check them out. And until next time, guys, have a great weekend, and I'll see you later.